What does self-love mean to you? I know the term self-love has been a buzzword that's been thrown around a lot lately, and it's something that I have been teaching for over a decade. It's something that I embody and is built into anything that I'm teaching, whether it's confidence, leadership, manifesting love, attracting your divine partner. It actually all boils down to self-love. As I see it, self love in its simplicity, the definition of what it means to me is actually treating yourself the way you would treat a person you are in love with. There's a great biblical quote that says, "Do unto others as you would have done to yourself." I feel like that's a bit flawed because 9 times out of 10, we are the hardest on ourselves. We actually don't treat ourselves with kindness, compassion, love, and forgiveness. We actually treat the people we love better than we would treat ourselves. So there's a slight little nuance in that self love is about literally loving yourself, treating yourself the way that you would treat someone you adore, whether it's a child, whether it's a best friend or a beloved, whether it's your pet, exactly the love that you would pour into that other being. That's the level of love you need to be pouring into yourself. Self love means to me kindness, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, um, being seen and heard, allowing yourself to be seen, doing things for yourself that are kind and loving. Now, I'd love to know, comment below, what does self love mean to you? I know for me personally, my journey through this life, part of the themes that I've explored in this life have been around deepening into my own self love. Growing up, I was a tomboy. I was a kid that loved to play in the dirt and get her hands dirty. And even though I liked wearing dresses sometimes, I was just such a tomboy and I loved it. The challenge is around fifth grade, I was made fun of for my looks. And that external bullying turned into internal bullying. I became my own worst critic. I hated myself. I would pick myself apart in the mirror. I I didn't realize it, but back then I started a long journey of a very toxic relationship with self. But it was then that was birthed the opportunity for me to start to become aware and learn about self love. And so while years went by, I became a perfectionist, always striving to be good enough because I didn't feel like I was good enough, not lovable. I really just had such disdain for self. But what happened is that turned into low self esteem, low confidence, picking myself apart, health issues that manifested into health issues. There's only so long you could hold on to self criticism and self judgment before it starts to affect your physical body and dis-ease or a body not at ease starts to set in. And so that's what happened in my 20s. I had a lot of pain, I was in and out of doctors and hospitals, lots of anxiety, constantly stemmed from not loving myself. So it's been such a passion of mine in anything that I teach, anything that I coach, to really bring forth the message of self love, loving ourselves in a way, I call it radical self love, in a way that you've not even thought possible. And I have challenged people, whether it's my clients or audience members or tribe members, to really double down on self love. I'm moving into a new season where I'm going to be talking a lot more about this. I still talk about manifesting love, attracting divine partnership, how to come into full vibrational alignment to attract or magnetize the one by you yourself being the one for yourself. And it all starts with self love. So please comment below. I would love to know, do you have questions about self love? Is there confusion? What are some activities you do that are very loving for yourself? For example, for me, I take myself out on dates. I do self-date days. Whether I'm in a relationship or not, it's become a new practice that I implemented. I did it years ago, but I really doubled down a year ago after my last uncoupling. I give myself things that I want. I actually pay attention to my desires. And and listen, what is it my soul is saying? What is it my gut is telling me that I want and desire? It's a very self-loving practice. Another way that I practice self-love is boundaries, creating healthy boundaries with myself and with others. Saying yes, when I have a full body hell yes to something, actually saying yes and moving forward with it. I don't always do it, but I'm learning. Saying no to when something feels like a no, and letting that be okay without holding on to guilt or shame or feeling not good enough or feeling like I have to people please. Comment below, would it be of interest to you? Would you want to participate if I did a self-love challenge? Let me know, would you want me to guide you and teach and instruct? If I did a self-love challenge, would you want to join? Comment below, let me know, give me a thumbs up. If you also have any questions about self-love, please drop them in the comments below.